Oh, it's good to actually doing some work for once in your bloody life.
Of course, lad. We need to finish up the paperwork for her, that merger. Kaiba Corp leaves us with all the shit jobs, I tell you.
Yeah, and you leave all the shit jobs to everybody else. Have a look at this while you're at it.
Alright. Give me a second.
Well, if it makes you any happier, it's about your new little system, so you can drop all the paperwork for it.
Oh, really? Well, what's this about this duelist from America?
He's good. He beat your cheating AI.
Cheating? I don't know what you're talking about, lads.
I read the line codes. I know that your AI cheated. Twice.
Now, to be fair, 100% chance with a coin toss isn't exactly cheating, is it?
Yes, it is! A coin toss is meant to be a random 50-50 percentage. Why am I telling you about gambling?
Well, I do gamble in some of my spare time, although I prefer games of strategy than games of chance, to be perfectly honest. And I just chose the strategy to really test one of our newcomers. Well, a few hundred of our newcomers, but this one was one of the ones who
You
won.
wanted to see if anyone actually noticed, didn't you?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how few complaints we actually got about it, according to my system.
Your system's filtered by me and by everyone else in the building.
Right, well, no one filed any complaints to my office. I have an email that they can send, and I looked through the complaints, and there was only about 10 out of thousands.
Yes, that was your 8 for Lawyers account. All of them are from him demanding the question, why are people sending me random emails again?
Well, Lance, I'm just working on a couple things, We need to find the other Rose items, and as soon as we get this tournament underway, they will reveal themselves, I've been told.
By who? What's that bloody pendant again, isn't it?
Well, my ancestors' memories, they overlap on top of my own.
Yes, the damned pendant. Of course, it's always the pendant here. If it's not the pendant, it's a death trap you're building. Saying that, what have you got engineers making this time? Come on, I bet it.
Well,
is it another shot collar system?
Not entirely. It's you put your feet on the exact spot and you stand there. If you don't stand there, you won't be able to duel. And every time you lose life points, you get a shock that gets increasingly worse. It's just a bit below lethal. In terms of voltage.
So that's what the board was complaining about, saying cardiac arrest at 400 life points guaranteed, death at 0.
Lance, the board always is complaining about something. You're drinking too much. You're going insane. You're building death traps. We can't afford this. I hear it all the time.
It's almost like all of them are true. You are building
Lance, would you like a drink? I got some whiskey on the table. You're welcome to have some.
I'm not bloody surprised. Who am I kidding? Why not? I've got alcohol at home. I'll drink there.
Suit yourself. I prefer to drink at the office. Helps take off the stress.
You live here anyway.
Well, sometimes I do. I don't think I've been home in 3 months.
Have you slept?
A little.
In the last week?
I'm not sure. All the days look the same these days to me.
Okay. So, you have an American. He is good. What do you want to do?
Well, that is a good question, Lance. You see, this American, according to our file, let me just pull that up as I talk about it, he is his local regional champion, if you can believe that. He's consistently topped in the last 3 years. He's never played Perfect Rule style dueling, as most people outside of Europe haven't.
Which academy did he study in? I heard it's like 5 in the States.
I think he studied at the North Eagle Academy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, God, he studied at North Eagle. That's where all the mad people go. You should know that.
Well, yeah.
That's where their Secretary of Defense comes from. Did you see what the last thing he said in the news was?
Well, we didn't manage to launch our Perfect Rule dueling until after Pegasus died because of all the backlogs and files and possible lawsuits that Kaiba Corp and Industrial Illusions have been dealing with. And it took two world-ending events almost happening before we could get off the ground. Like, remember that incident with the Quantum Cube? Because Kaiba wanted
Yes.
to face that stupid Pharaoh again? Ugh, it was a nightmare. PR nightmare. You know,
You must have clearly forgotten the three potential world wars that also happened.
well, I've forgotten a few things while I've been busy with work and the bottle.
Maybe I maybe I should remind you what world wars you might have missed. And also put the bottle down again. Shall we start with the obvious one? You know,
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
stateside Second Civil War. That was a fun event when it lasted.
Oh, Lance, you gotta learn to lighten up a little.
What? The Second Civil War was bad enough, followed by the Europa alliance against the Chinese Federation bloc. That was fun while it lasted until it started threatening atomic bombs again.
Look, Lance, everything's under control. We have relative peace, and we don't have any supernatural powers immediately trying to end us. Although, gathering the rose items might cause some collateral damage once that's all said and done. The Millennium
You know where
items are put away, though, at least.
6 of them? Do you know what the 7th one is?
Of course I don't. I don't keep track of it. I've never been all
Well,
that interested in the Millennium
it's
items
good.
personally.
The one that's missing is apparently the eye. It's apparently in Egypt somewhere.
Oh, that thing's worth a fortune. Although to use it, you gotta gouge out an eye. Unless you know what you're doing. Well,
It's the Egyptian mafia. They're willing to do it.
yeah, I can believe that. They're pretty ruthless. Hey, at least they're a little friendlier than the last group causing problems overall, at least in comparison. You know,
That's not a challenge.
well, you know, Lance, you gotta learn to relax. I've been
I tried to relax. I tried desperately to relax, and I read your reports about Project Z. What is
oh,
it?
oh,
What is Project Z?
it's just a project about reanimation. It's nothing to be concerned about.
I'm going to spend a week in Italy. And do you know what I'm going to do while I'm there?
Get drunk, hopefully, if you're lucky, lad.
No, I'm going to visit the arms factory there when I'm at it. It's high time I invested in a special action hunting shotgun.
A chainsaw would be more efficient with cutting down zombies. Not saying you'll have to deal with any. I'm just saying it would be more efficient. They did studies
I
on
have
it.
to walk into work and have to fight off a zombie horde while you're in a meeting. I'm demanding 2 pay raises.
All right, all right. If anyone deserves a pay raise, it's you. Unlike those parasite lawyers always saying, this is illegal. We don't have a loophole. You can't do this. You're insane.
Okay, everything except that the last one is completely true.
Well, I'm just saying,
I think.
Like, what do we pay these people for? They're supposed to bring us results, not tell us how illegal our activities are.
That's why you don't do very public things, like... Oh, you clearly forgot how we nearly ended the world one time.
Well, that was just one time. I was trying to replicate the rose items using a spell book, but I didn't
Yes,
quite
a
know what I was
spell
doing.
book and a horde of robots. That was a fun day in the office. Oh no! The army of AI-controlled robots who hate humans have just broken out of the engineering base, killed everyone there, and are now trying to assimilate the entire facility.
Well, you see, Lance, I also was trying to use artificial humans as a sacrifice, although...
There is a reason why my computer in my office is a Commodore 64 right now.
Well, we're working on upgrading your computer. I've just been busy, investing that technology in a new type of dual disk, which it's a little glitchy. One of them exploded on the person's arm.
Dear Lord. What happened to him? Did he?
He lost an arm. Nothing
That
big deal.
was report 5, wasn't
We
it?
gave him a prosthetic, complimentary of the company, and the prosthetic works a lot better than the dual disk. It's
Heavy
only ever
duty
strangled him
burn
once.
to the mid-chest. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Didn't he nearly lose an eye?
Nearly. He's okay.
He also lost Oh, that poor gent. Anyway, any other amazing ideas you want to try and get past the board this week, or shall we just leave it at arson, murder, mayhem, and potentially ending the planet again?
Well, you see, Lance, we're figuring out a round for the tournament, and we're going to at first we'll have the first round of the grand international Perfect Rule tournament.
You haven't thought of a good name, have you?
No, sorry, I haven't. Anyways, during this grand tournament, we'll be having a starting round, and then the second round will be an elimination round, so whoever loses in that round will be outright eliminated. That'll eliminate at least half the people in the tournament. Although a few people who top in that round will be able to face each other to continue into the tournament, and so on. And there are prizes for winning certain rounds. There will even be bonus rounds where they can gamble their chances and risk elimination, but if they win, they get exclusive cards. Duel Monsters cards.
Do we even have the resources to just hand out free things?
Oh yeah, no, trust me, they're really crappy cards, and there are some that Pegasus didn't want to release for a number of reasons. None of them...
How many from Pegasus' infamous Black Book are on the shopping list here?
Well, to be fair, Lance, most of the cards I'm planning to give away, I'm telling you right now, 90% of them are garbage. They were cards that were just too shitty to even be in the main game. Therefore, I decided it was a good idea to just give those away because, well, they don't take...
And how many from the Pegasus Black Book? You and I both know that exists.
Yes.
His little book marking out the most dangerous of all these things. How many from that book are in the tournament listings?
Well, the Wicked Gods, Yako has them, so I can't give those away. He has all 9 copies, 3 copies of each. The Sacred Beasts are locked away in a facility somewhere beyond, assuming they even exist. I'm not sure based on the content.
I know, but I won't tell you because I know what you're going to do next with them.
Well, maybe I'd release them. I don't know. It'd be fun to see what would happen.
Exactly.
You worry too much.
Sometimes I worry for the sake of everybody.
Well, this
Which
tournament...
one's from the book? Just so I can be aware of what kind of disaster we're bringing upon the planet again.
Let me check on the computer.
I know I've got a Commodore 64. What scrap did you dig that block out of?
Hold on. Let's see. We have some kaijus. Those were a controversial choice of Pegasus's. I guess.
Look, when you're watching that many kaiju within a week,
right? We also have a card that can literally half your opponent's life points and give those same life points to a monster card. That card seemed a little broken. I mean, even for Pegasus.
Yeah, hang on. I might have a few of the names in my notebook. Keep going. I'll see if they pop up or not.
Let's see. They thought of banning cards, but we don't really reprint very often, so the odds of anyone getting their hands on these... The Toons might make an appearance in the tournament with one of the eliminators. I gave them some forbidden cards. Let's see. There's also a card called Diabound Colonel. That card... What? Oh, yeah, it was based off of the memory, I remember that Yugi fella, he told us about this memory world that Pharaoh and him were in. I don't remember too much. I was kind of drinking at the time. He came over, the world champion, and we were talking, and he was telling us all how Diabound was this dangerous monster in ancient Egyptian time. So just for fun, I used some of my rose magic to make it cause a shadow game if anyone plays it. But, nothing too controversial.
Oh, that's from the Black Book. No. Look, if the other part of the company is going to have a crisis about this, we can't do it. No.
Well, can't and shouldn't is a are more the words, if you ask me.
One of them was a private military corporation and still has a small mercenary force.
Look, Lance, it's going to be fine. Most of the players who get their hands on these cards, they suck, they lose, they don't know what to do. Most of the people don't even build their decks to be consistent. You know, I made that AI mostly based off of the average player. It was supposed to be challenging to them. Whoever this player is, this Prince Crest, is clearly not much of a challenge. Like, he's more challenging than the average player, but overall, I think he won't win in the later rounds. I think he'll get
Prince
eliminated quickly.
Crest studied at North Eagle. Oh god, he was there for 3 years. Who studied at North Eagle for 3 years and didn't join the MDA, the ADA?
Well, I don't know what the exact reasons are, but we'll have to figure something out.
He didn't join the state's dueling army. Dude, that's why you study at North.
Well, yeah, I don't know why he didn't. He probably has
But
his
even
own
then-
personal reasons.
No, he doesn't even come from the region that would recommend it. Looking at his file, he was better off studying at something more like West Point Diplomatic.
Well,
I would have anyway.
yes, I
Better
know
money
you
food.
would have. Oh, by
Yeah,
the
better
way,
food and
I am going to inform you. You personally, in the later rounds, you'll be participating as an eliminator. You can build whatever deck you like.
I'm bugging R&D for that then.
Yes, they'll provide you a good deck. Last time I checked, you're one of the better testers for this style of gameplay. You know how to play.
Well, the last time I tested the thing, I was basically figuring out how many times your AI cheated.
Well, not as many as you might think. I mean, unless you check the scripting, then you might figure something out. But
25 times in one duel.
it was on hard
Glad I-
mode.
I'm glad I won that office bet.
It was on hard mode. That's probably why I was cheating. I mean, you know, the AI is a work in progress. Soon it won't have to cheat to win. Well, we'll see.
Anything else I should be aware of before I walk out of this room, hand you a piece of paper saying I'm going on holiday to the rest of Europe for a week and potentially going to be out of phone range?
Yeah, other than that, lad, just remember, bring me back some good quality wine. I'm going to need some for when I do another speech for announcing the next round or whatever. I just like to be a little... I like to feel a little classy when I'm making my speeches.
You drink mostly whiskey from Ireland. Why would you suddenly want... No, forget it. Just forget it.
It's best not to think about it too much. There's a lot of things. Like, how is this game even economically viable? Duel Monsters.
That, my friend, is a question you ask reality itself.
Exactly. If you keep questioning things too much, it all just falls apart. Anyways, I'll keep you posted on what's going on in the tournament when you get back, and I should be fine. I made sure not to set any explosives anywhere near the building, and our fire suppression systems are fully functional last time I checked.
Wine, Italian, some brand, whatever.
The highest alcohol quantity you can find is preferred. It doesn't matter if it's, the wine itself is,
Russian. Italian light arms, shotguns. Actually, so I'm going to Germany. I don't want to buy from them at least. Okay, since the computers are clearly still five centuries too old, you'll have my holiday form in a minute as soon as I get back to my office. Right.
Well, I'm going to talk to the president of CEO of Industrial Illusions in America, Yako. He kind of lost it. Apparently, he tried to bring Pegasus back, and he revived Bandit Keith. I don't know too much about that, but I'm just insulted he didn't invite me. That sounded like it would have been a lot of fun.
Oh, also, while we've been talking, apparently the Americans dueling army somewhere. Huzzah! They're stationed in Italy for an... Why am I not bloody surprised? It's the Americans, for God's sakes.
Well, you forget that Industrial Illusions is from America. Of course, the Americans would want to weaponize duel monsters.
Yes,
Although they
they're
need
invading
magic to
Iraq again.
actually, they need magic to actually make use of it.
Well, yes, naturally, they're invading Iraq again from the wrong side.
Oh, those fools.
Those
Anyways,
fools.
the real enemy is not countries in the other world. It's whoever has a rose item other than me. Those are the people we need to be concerned about, because they are the serious threat. And most...
Who? You? Or just civilization as a whole?
A little
Because if
bit
we
of
go
both.
by that, then it's potentially you again.
Well, yes, but I'm the devil, you know, so I'm less of a concern than some random, arsehole who has their hands on one of the rose items. They're way more dangerous, because at least you can help contain the situation if it's just me screwing around.
Yes, I just invest in a relatively large selection of items and then apply them to the situation. And if needs must, I take over company hot shares and, more importantly, stop engineering death robots.
Yes, well, anyways, Lance, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. I'll be keeping an eye on this duelist. And no, I won't be sending assassins to kill him in his sleep this time. But there is something about him. Watching this video, I can't.
You mean beyond he went to North, actually survived North, didn't join the ADA, and is actually a good human being?
Yeah, apart from that, I'm actually referring to the duel itself, watching the video on this terminal.
You could just use your phone. It's a better quality than these Commodore terminals.
Well, I could, but, I'd
Dude,
rather...
Building's Wi-Fi is still intact.
Look, I'm working on that. Right now, I'm just gonna watch it on the terminal. I'm gonna be having a couple drinks, and I'll see you when you come back from holiday.
Exactly. I hope to God my holiday lasts longer than 2 days this time. I got a phone call from Rachel saying you've blown something up.
Nothing's gonna blow up this time. I'm just gonna be at my terminal watching videos, maybe something funny, and figure out what our next strategy is. You want a drink before you go, though, Lance?
I need to catch a plane. Last thing I need to do is drink.
Right, well, suit yourself. Nothing like a nice couple of drinks before a flight.
I'll have my mid-flight or post-flight. Saying that, here's a holiday form.
Alright, well, I'll see you later, Lance. In like a week or whatever. I'll try not to blow anything up.
That's good. Because I can guarantee it'll get in the papers anyway.
Well, possibly. I've tried bribing the journalists, but apparently,
It didn't work last time for world leaders. It won't work for you.
Well, yeah. Apparently, if someone's family dies, they're not too keen on accepting a bribe.
How many figures?
Oh, well, 6.
7, I would have kept quiet.
Oh, damn, now you tell me.
I know.
Alright.
That's what I think they did.
Alright, well, I'll let you know if there's any updates. I'll see you when you get back from holiday.
Sure. Later.
Alright.